Do not skip this message. I am speaking to you now. Yes, you. You were not scrolling by accident. Heaven stopped you. Angels leaned in as time slowed. This message is not random. It is a warning wrapped in love. It is a promise hidden in urgency. If you leave now, you will miss what was meant to protect you. If you stay, you will understand why your heart has been uneasy, why money has slipped through your fingers, why your bank account feels watched, why loss has circled so close. I see the numbers you fear. I see the late nights when you check the balance again, as if the numbers might change because you looked harder. I see the quiet panic you don't say out loud, the questions you whisper when no one is listening. With your $50 super thanks contribution, you're helping to share God's love and message with more people. Your support makes a big impact. And together, we can spread blessings far and wide. May God's grace return to you abundantly. You wonder if you missed something. You wonder if this is punishment or failure. Listen to me now. This is neither. This is preparation and interruption at the same time. This is heaven stepping between loss and destiny. What you are facing is not just about money. It is about trust being stretched thin. It is about endurance when resources feel small. It is about faith when logic is run out. I know you feel exposed. Like one wrong move could make everything collapse. But hear this clearly. Heaven is watching your account more closely than you are. The angels are speaking your name. They are guarding what you cannot see. There are delays you called setbacks. There are pauses you called denial. But I called them mercy. I called them protection. You were close to losing more than money. You were close to losing hope. That is why I interrupted your scrolling. That is why I pulled your attention here. Because something was about to slip through unnoticed. And heaven does not waste what belongs to you. You have been carrying shame that is not yours. You have been blaming yourself for storms you did not create. Type 1 love you, Jesus. I see the pressure. I see the responsibility. Others depend on you. And you feel like you are running out of room to breathe. But listen, I am not finished. What looks like lack is actually alignment. What feels like loss is a narrowing of focus. I am teaching you how to hold what is coming. Because what is coming is heavier than what you have known. You asked for stability. You asked for peace. You asked for relief. But you were not ready yet. Now you are becoming ready, even if it hurts. You are being prepared for something big. And preparation often feels like breaking. Stay with me. Do not rush ahead. Do not make fearful decisions. Do not react from panic. There is protection around you right now. Invisible but precise. What you thought was silence was strategy. What you thought was delay was timing. I am closing doors that would have drained you. I am blocking paths that looked easy but ended empty. Trust me here. This moment matters. Your obedience in small things is being counted. Your patience is being recorded. Nothing you have endured is wasted. Nothing you have lost is forgotten. I am restoring discernment. I am healing the anxiety around provision. You will not always feel this tightness. You will not always fear the numbers. A shift is closer than you think, but it requires you to stay grounded. Breathe. I am with you. You are not being punished. You are being protected. And what I protect, I also multiply. What I guard, I eventually release. Stay listening. Do not rush ahead of me. Timing is everything in the unseen. What you do next will matter more than you realize, because doors are already moving. You cannot see the hinges turning yet, but heaven hears the sound. You have been tempted to borrow peace from the future, to make decisions out of fear instead of wisdom. I am asking you to pause, to listen before you act. There's a trap disguised as relief, and a blessing disguised as restraint. Not every open door is mine. Not every opportunity is safe. I have kept you back for a reason. because something would have cost you more than money. You felt the pull. You sensed the risk. That was me warning you. That was me shielding you. You are more sensitive than you think. Your spirit hears before your mind understands. That is why confusion has been loud. The noise was meant to drown out discernment. But I am speaking now. Clear. Slow. Intentional. Your provision is not fragile. It is guarded. What feels unstable is actually being recalibrated. I am rearranging sources. Old streams are drying up on purpose. New ones cannot flow into old containers. You have asked why things stopped working. Why effort no longer produced the same results. Because I am shifting how you receive and how you steward. You are about to handle money differently. With wisdom instead of fear. With clarity instead of urgency. With peace instead of panic. This season is teaching you restraint. And restraint will save you later. I know you are tired of waiting. I know you want proof. But faith grows best in silence. And strength grows in hidden places. What I am building for you cannot collapse easily. That is why it takes time. You would not rush a foundation. So do not rush this. I am removing leaks you didn't notice. Habits. Agreements. Patterns. Things that drained you quietly. Things that looked small but added up. This is not loss. This is refinement. You are learning to say no. You are learning to choose peace. You are learning to trust my timing over your anxiety. And this will change everything. There will come a moment soon when relief feels sudden. You will look back and realize this was the turning point. This was the moment you stayed. This was the moment you listened. I am closer than you think. I have not abandoned you. Your needs are known. Your future is secure. You will not miss what is meant for you. You will not lose what I have marked. Stay steady. Stay open. And when the next message comes, listen carefully, because it will tell you how to step forward. Without fear. You are not forgotten in the waiting. I have been closer than your breath. Even when you felt alone. Even when the silence felt heavy. I watched every sacrifice you made quietly. Every choice no one applauded. I saw you choose responsibility over comfort. I saw you carry weight that was not fair. You wondered if anyone noticed. Heaven noticed. There were moments you almost gave up. Moments you considered settling for less. But something in you held on. That was not accidental. That was me holding you. That was me steadying your hands. Do not measure this season by numbers alone. There is growth you cannot calculate yet. I am rebuilding your confidence. I am restoring your sense of worth. Money shook you because identity was under attack. The fear was deeper than finances. But hear this gently. You are not your balance. You are not your losses. You are not your delays. You are chosen. You are seen. And you are being trained for stewardship, not survival. You will not always live in reaction mode. You will not always feel behind. I am teaching you how to move with wisdom, how to recognize timing, how to wait without losing hope, how to act without panic. Soon, clarity will replace confusion. Soon, peace will replace urgency. And when increase comes, it will not control you. Because you learn discipline in the valley. You learn trust in the narrow place. Many ask for abundance. Few are prepared for it. You are being prepared. Quietly, carefully, lovingly. There are conversations happening about you in the unseen. Doors aligning. People thinking of you unexpectedly. Paths crossing at the right moment. You do not need to chase what is already moving toward you. You only need to stay aligned. Guard your heart. Guard your decisions. Do not let fear rush you into regret. I will guide each step. You will know when to move. You will feel peace before progress. That is how you will recognize my hand. Calm before breakthrough. You are covered. You are protected. No loss will define you. No delay will defeat you. I am faithful, even when the wait feels long. Rest now. Breathe deeply. You did not miss your moment. Your moment is approaching. Stay open. Stay listening. I know the temptation to count everything again, to calculate worst-case scenarios in your mind. I know the urge to brace for impact, to expect disappointment before it arrives. But I am asking you to release that habit. It no longer serves you. You are not in danger the way you think. You are in transition, and transitions feel unsafe because the old supports loosen before the new ones take weight. Do not confuse uncertainty with abandonment. I have never left your side. I was there when the door closed. I was there when the answer didn't come. I was there when you felt embarrassed to hope again. I was there when you smiled but felt hollow. I did not turn away. I leaned closer. This pressure is not meant to crush you. It is meant to clarify you. You are learning what truly matters. You are learning what can be trusted. And you are learning that I am your source. Not the numbers. Not the system. Not the timing you expected. I am rewriting how provision reaches you in ways you did not plan. That is why control had to loosen. That is why certainty had to fade. You could not carry the next season with the old mindset. It would have broken you. So I slowed you down. I narrowed the path. I removed excess. I quieted the noise. Even when it felt uncomfortable. Even when it felt unfair. This is not a setback. This is recalibration. You will soon notice small changes. Subtle shifts. A bill handled unexpectedly. A delay that turns into protection. A door that opens gently instead of forcefully. Pay attention. I am teaching you to recognize my fingerprints. So you do not panic when things move differently. Trust will replace fear. Little by little, confidence will return quietly. And one day soon, you will realize you are no longer afraid to look. The numbers will no longer intimidate you. Because peace will be louder. You will stand steadier. You will breathe easier. And you will know. This season changed you. It did not destroy you. It refined you. You are safe. You are held. I am not finished speaking. Stay close. Before the breakthrough, there is always a revealing. And this moment is revealing your strength. You thought you were weak because you felt afraid. But fear does not cancel courage. Courage is staying when everything tells you to run. And you stayed. You are still here. Still listening. That alone tells me something about you. You do not quit easily. Even when hope feels fragile. Even when answers feel delayed. I see how deeply you care. I see how seriously you take responsibility. That is why the pressure has been intense. Because what you carry matters. You are not being tested to fail. You are being refined to last. I am teaching you how to stand without shaking. How to trust without seeing. Soon, you will notice a shift inside first. Peace before proof. Calm before confirmation. Assurance before results. That is how you will know this is real. That it came from me. If it were rushed, it would feel frantic. If it were forced, it would feel heavy. But what I bring arrives with clarity and settles with peace. You will not need to convince yourself. You will simply know. You have asked if you are protected. Hear this clearly. You are covered. More than you realize. What was meant to drain you was stopped. What was meant to overwhelm you was delayed. You did not imagine the near misses. You were shielded. Heaven is watching over what concerns you. Nothing has slipped past my attention. Your future is not hanging by a thread. It is anchored. Even when the surface feels unstable, the foundation is firm. Do not underestimate the power of this season. It is reshaping you from the inside. You will emerge calmer, wiser, stronger in ways you cannot see yet, and grateful for what you were spared from. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, learning what you will soon need. So release the tight grip. Let your shoulders rest. You do not have to carry tomorrow today. I am already there. I will meet you step by step, moment by moment. Stay listening. Stay open. This whisper will continue, and it will guide you safely forward. There is something else you need to hear. Something gentle, but firm. What you fear losing was never the source of your life. It was only a tool, and tools can be restored. Tools can be replaced. But your peace is sacred, and I am guarding it now. You have been measuring yourself by survival, by how long you can hold on. But I am inviting you into trust, into rest, not passive rest, sacred rest, the kind that knows when to move and when to wait. You are not late. You are on time. Even this pressure arrived on time. Even this pause is precise. Nothing is slipping away unnoticed. Nothing is being stolen in secret. I am standing watch, closer than you think. You wondered if one mistake could undo everything. But I am bigger than your mistakes. You wondered if you waited too long. But I am not bound by your clocks. I redeem time. I restore what fear says is gone. What you thought was erosion was exposure. What you thought was loss was instruction. You are learning what not to do again, and that wisdom will protect you later. I know you replay moments in your mind, wondering what you could have changed. Release that now. It is not helping you. What matters is who you are becoming, and you are becoming steady, less reactive, more discerning. You are learning to hear me above the noise, and that is worth more than quick relief. Soon, you will notice your reactions changing. You will pause where you once panicked. You will breathe where you once rushed. You will choose wisely where you once chose quickly. This is growth. Quiet, but real. Do not despise this stage. It is saving you from future regret. You are not being stripped. You are being strengthened. I am not taking from you. I am teaching you to carry more. And when provision increases, so will your peace. So will your confidence. So will your gratitude. You will not be afraid of overflow, because you learned discipline in lack. You will not fear responsibility, because you learned faith in uncertainty. This is not the end of your story. It is the turning of the page. Stay present. Stay listening. I am still speaking, and I will not leave you halfway. There's a calm coming that will surprise you. Not loud, not dramatic, quiet, certain. It will not arrive with fireworks. It will arrive with clarity. You will wake up one day and notice the fear is not leading anymore. Your thoughts will slow. Your chest will feel lighter. You will realize you are no longer bracing for impact because you trust what is holding you. That trust is not naive. It is earned. Earned through nights you endured. Earned through choices you made while afraid. I was shaping you in those moments, teaching you how to stay steady when answers delay. Many would have hardened. You softened. Many would have panicked. You paused. That matters more than you know. That posture attracts protection. Heaven responds to humility. Angels respond to alignment. And you are aligning, even now. I know you still have questions. I know you still want guarantees. But faith does not grow in certainty. It grows in trust. And you are learning to trust me. Not because everything is easy, but because you have seen me sustain you. Even here, you are still standing, still breathing, still provided for in ways you didn't expect. That is not coincidence. That is care. That is covering. Do not rush to escape this moment. There is wisdom settling into you. Soon, you will handle pressure differently. You will speak differently. You will decide differently. And that will change outcomes. Provision will follow alignment. Peace will follow trust. And when increase comes, you will recognize it. It will not feel chaotic. It will feel right. You will not need to grasp. It will rest in your hands. Because you learned patience. Because you learned restraint. Because you learned to listen. Even when it was quiet, you were never alone in this. You were guided, step by step, moment by moment. I am still with you, still watching, still speaking softly, still leading gently. Stay here, stay open. There's more to unfold, and it will come at the right time. You may not feel strong right now, but strength is forming quietly. It is forming in your restraint, in your willingness to wait. It is forming every time you choose not to spiral, every time you choose breath over panic. You think nothing is happening, but something is settling deep within you. A knowing, a steadiness. Soon, you will notice it when pressure comes. It will not shake you the same way. That is growth. That is protection activating. You were never meant to live on edge. You were meant to live anchored. This season is teaching you where to place your weight. Not on fear, not on numbers, but on truth. I know you want reassurance about tomorrow. I know you want certainty about provision. Hear me gently. Tomorrow is already handled. What you need will arrive when you need it, not a moment late. I am not careless with timing. I am precise. What feels slow to you is intentional to me, because rushing would have harmed you. I have seen what you were spared from. Decisions that looked right, but ended wrong. Paths that glittered but drained. Shortcuts that cost peace. You did not miss out. You were redirected. That redirection may have felt like loss, but it was love. I know that it's hard to hear, especially when things feel tight. But trust this. I do not withhold to punish. I delay to protect. I slow you to save you. You are being taught discernment, and discernment will guard your future. Soon, opportunities will return, but they will look different, quieter, cleaner. They will not demand panic. They will invite peace. You will recognize them by how your spirit responds. Calm, clear, grounded. That is how you will know. This is safe. This is aligned. This is right. You will move forward without fear, without rushing, and you will marvel at how different it feels. How steady you feel. This season will make sense then. Every tear, every pause, every unanswered question, you will look back and say, "This saved me." You are not losing ground. You are gaining wisdom, and wisdom will preserve what money alone cannot. Peace, direction, stability. Stay close. Stay listening. I am still guiding you, and I will carry you through the rest. There will be a moment when you realize you are no longer afraid to trust me, not because everything is perfect, but because you know I am present. That awareness will steady you. It will quiet the noise. You will stop rehearsing disaster and start expecting guidance. This is the shift you have been waiting for. Internal before external. I am not asking you to ignore reality. I am asking you to stop letting fear interpret it. Fear is loud, but it is not wise. Listen instead for peace. Peace speaks softly, but it is accurate. I have been teaching you how to hear it, even in uncertainty, especially in uncertainty. You will soon notice doors opening without struggle, support appearing without begging, ideas coming with clarity, solutions arriving calmly. You will not have to force them. You will simply step into them. That is alignment. That is favor moving quietly. Your story is not about loss. It is about redirection. It is about learning to trust a different rhythm, a higher order. You are not behind schedule. You are on divine timing. Even this message reached you on time. Even this pause is intentional. Let go of the urge to rush your rescue. I am already at work. Let go of the need to control outcomes. I am arranging details you cannot see. You do not need to prove your worth. You do not need to earn my care. You already have it. Fully. Completely. Without conditions. You are safe to hope again. You are safe to breathe again. Nothing is about to collapse. Nothing is being taken without purpose. I am restoring balance. Inside you first. And from that place, provision will flow more steadily. Not dramatically. Sustainably. You will have what you need. And peace with it. You will no longer measure life by fear, but by trust. Stay present. Stay gentle with yourself. I am not finished. This is not the end. This is the quiet before relief. The stillness before movement. Remain here. Keep listening. The whisper continues. And it is leading you somewhere safe. You may feel like nothing has changed yet, but something has already shifted. Not around you. Within you. That is where every true breakthrough begins. Quietly. You are no longer asking only why. You are learning to ask what now. That is maturity forming. That is wisdom awakening. I know you still feel the weight of responsibility. I know you still feel the numbers pressing on your mind. But notice this. They do not own you anymore. They no longer define your worth. They no longer silence your hope. That is freedom beginning. Even before abundance arrives. You are being trained to remain steady, so that when things increase, you do not collapse under them. Many lose more in gain than they ever lost in lack. I will not let that be you. So I teach you patience. I teach you discernment. I teach you to listen before you leap, and to rest before you run. This is love in action, even when it feels uncomfortable. You are learning to separate urgency from importance, to choose wisely instead of quickly. That will save you later, more than you know. Soon, you will encounter a decision. It may seem small, but it will reveal how much you have grown. You will not react the old way. You will pause. You will feel peace, and you will choose differently. That choice will open the next door. This is how change unfolds. Not all at once. Step by step. Layer by layer. You are not stuck. You are being positioned. And positioning always feels slow from the inside. But it is precise. Trust this moment. It is doing more than you realize. I am not distant. I am attentive. I am not silent. I am intentional. Every delay has purpose. Every pause has protection. You are still under watch. Heaven has not looked away. The angels still speak your name. They still guard your path. You are being carried through this, not pushed. You do not have to figure everything out tonight. You only need to stay open. Breathe again. Rest your thoughts. You are not about to lose what I am preparing to restore. You are closer than you think. Stay here. Stay listening. You are allowed to rest in this moment. You do not have to solve everything right now. The urgency you feel is not coming from me. My voice does not rush. It reassures. It steadies. When you feel frantic, pause. That is your signal to listen deeper. I guide with peace, not pressure, with clarity, not confusion. You have been strong for a long time, stronger than you realize. But strength does not mean never needing rest. Even the faithful need shelter. So let this moment be shelter. Let these words wrap around you. You are not being judged. You are being cared for. I know you fear making the wrong move. That fear comes from wanting to do right. That matters to me. That tells me who you are. You are careful. You are thoughtful. And that is why guidance is being given slowly, so you do not miss it. Soon, something will become clear. A next step that feels calm, not forced, not frantic. It will not require you to betray your peace. It will honor what you have learned. That is how you will recognize it. Peace first, direction second, provision follows. I am not setting you up to fail. I am setting you up to endure. What is coming is meant to last, not flash and fade. You will look back on this stretch and realize it taught you discernment. It taught you patience. It taught you trust. Those lessons will protect what you receive next and allow you to keep it. You are not fragile. You are becoming resilient. This quiet strength will carry you forward, even when things begin to move faster. Do not fear the waiting. It is not empty. It is full of preparation, full of care. I am still watching, still guiding, still arranging details beyond your reach, still holding what concerns you. You have not been overlooked. You have been kept. So rest your mind for a moment. Let your breath slow. You are safe right now, and you are not alone. Stay listening. The whisper continues. There is one more thing settling into place. Something subtle, but important. You are learning to trust yourself again. Not your fear, not your panic, but your discernment. That is why this season feels internal, why the work feels quiet. Confidence is being rebuilt from the inside, brick by brick. You once doubted every decision, questioned every step, but now you pause. You listen, and you feel before you move. That is wisdom awakening. I am restoring your ability to choose calmly, to act without fear driving you. This will change how you handle everything, including provision. Money responds to stewardship, and stewardship begins with peace. You are learning not to chase, not to grasp, but to receive with clarity and release with trust. That balance will protect you. It will sustain you. Soon, you will notice you are less reactive, less tense. Your body will feel the difference. Your thoughts will slow. That is healing taking root. Quietly. You thought healing would be emotional, but some healing is practical. It shows up as calm decisions, clear boundaries, better timing, and wiser choices. This is happening now. Even if you cannot see the results yet, you are becoming someone who can hold stability without fear of losing it. That is a gift, and it is earned. I know you still want reassurance, so hear this clearly. Nothing meant for you is slipping away. Nothing valuable is being lost in secret. I am guarding what matters, even when you cannot track it. Your future is not fragile. It is supported. You are not one mistake away from collapse. You are one breath away from peace. So take it, slowly. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are transitioning. And transitions always feel uncertain. But uncertainty does not mean danger. It means movement. You are moving forward. Even now, there's peace waiting on the other side of this breath. Not far. Not hidden. Right here. Right now. You do not have to earn it. You only have to receive it. I know your mind still wanders to tomorrow, to obligations, to outcomes. But bring it back gently. This moment is safe. Nothing is demanding an answer right now. Nothing is collapsing. You are held. Completely. I have not asked you to be perfect. I have only asked you to be present. Presence keeps you aligned. Alignment keeps you protected. That is why I slow you down, so you do not move ahead of grace. You have been learning to wait without despair. That is rare. You have been learning to trust without proof. That is powerful. These lessons are not small. They are shaping your future decisions. Soon, when movement begins, you will not rush. You will recognize what feels right and what feels forced. You will no longer confuse urgency with opportunity. You will choose peace, and peace will guide you correctly. Every time. I know the fear still tries to whisper, to tell you that time is running out. But time is not your enemy. It is working for you. What is meant to last is not rushed. What is meant to bless is not frantic. I am not behind schedule. Neither are you. Everything is unfolding with intention. Even this stillness. You will not always be in this place. Movement will come. And when it does, you will be ready. Ready to receive without fear. Ready to manage without stress. Ready to move forward without looking back. Because you will trust the ground beneath you. This season has been quiet, but it has been productive. Roots grow in silence. Stability forms underground. You are growing roots. Deep ones. That is why the surface feels still. Growth is happening where you cannot see it yet. Stay patient. Stay grounded. You are not waiting alone. I am here with you. Still watching. Still guiding. Still whispering truth over fear. And peace over panic. This journey is not ending here. It is only deepening. Remain open. Remain listening. The next moment will bring clarity. And the next step will feel lighter.